Namaste everyone. In this video we are going to model this particular part using Creo Parametric. You can see the front view is given here along with all the dimensions. The top view of this is above the front view, which means this is a third angle projection. And when you see the right side view is on the right side. This is here. Now when you look at this, there is a small mistake in this. Because of this cylindrical face, actually I think if you will be able to better analyze it when you see the 3D part. So because of this cylindrical part, the lower edge of this will not be visible from this side. So in the side view, what is actually appearing as a continuous line is actually supposed to be a hidden one. So let's proceed to make this part in our Creo Parametric. So first of all, as usual, I'll have to select my working directory. I will select it in the folder of my name on my desktop. Then I'll start a new file, give it a name, class _4. Okay. The new part will open with default settings, and now I can start drawing this. When I see this 3D part model, I see this is the particular shape, and we see that it is not symmetric about any of the edges. So in such cases, it's best if we draw it in the first quadrant and on the right side. So I will draw it here on this side. So when you see the top view, let us start with the top view here. So we have a rectangular shape here with a small cut. So this is the top view. So let's go ahead and draw this cross section in the top view. So select this plane, click on extrude. If the view doesn't orient by itself, click on this button to reorient it. Now, as I told, I'll be preparing the object in this quadrant. So I'll just draw a rectangle starting at this corner point, somewhat here. Click the mid mouse button and click this button to fit your diagram. Now the total length here is 96. So I'll change this to 96, and the width here is 64. Once again, I'll just click on this to zoom to fit. Now I will need this particular slot. So to fit to view button to fit it. Once again, right. So now I'll just click on the line command. Somewhere here I will start, draw a horizontal line, a vertical line, and again a horizontal line, back touching. Now click the mid mouse button here to come out of the command. Take circle command from the midpoint, draw a circle like this, mid mouse button, then trim these lines over here like this. And now we'll have to give all the other dimensions. Let's delete this, take the total dimension, which is already 64, from this point to bottom. Need this to be 24, and then radius of this I need it to be 8. And this length here, this length, this I want it to be 20. So now you can see all the dimensions for defining the base completely have been fed in. Now click on OK. It will start extruding. We see here in the front view that the extrusion thickness is 16. So I'll have to give this here 16 and click OK. Now that our base has been formed, we can proceed to draw the other elements on top of it. Though, okay, so when we see here, you can see there is this shape here and that shape is appearing over here. Both are rectangles, but their cross section we can see over here. So that I'll have to create on this face. So click that face, click on extrude. If it is not reorienting, click on this button. I will need to draw it at this point, straight, a little straight, and then we have an arc which is coming and meeting here. So I'll take 3-point arc, it's meeting here, it's maintaining tangency. All right, so okay, let me close this bottom one also. Now that we have a closed object, we need to give its dimensions, which are defined here. So this length here has been given as 16. The radius has been given as 48. So having defined these two, I think we are now having it correct. So click OK. Now you can see that it is getting extruded on the other side. We want to extrude it on this side, and the thickness of this, you can see here, it is supposed to be 16. Okay, so click this OK button and we are back. So now you can see the object that we want, the part, has started forming. And so first we build the base, then this part. Now we need to build this part. So to start making this, the cross section need to be made on this face. So select that face and click extrude. If it doesn't reorient automatically, click on this. So I want to build it from here. So I'll take a rectangle, make it somewhat here. Don't click when it is showing constraints like this. You can right click it 2 times if you don't want this to be constrained with what is shown on the screen. Okay. Then click here, mid mouse button. Then we need a circle, a semicircle exactly over here. So let me choose circle command. This one is supposed to be in the middle. So from middle, let us draw a circle. Mid mouse click 2 times. Then let us trim this part. So now you can see the pink face has appeared, which means the cross section has formed correctly. So we can see that okay, what are the dimensions given? Let's say this one has 28. Then we don't have the total length given. We have the radius here is 12 and these two lengths. So this is supposed to be 8. This we don't want this to be 12. Initially, these two lengths had become equal, and we have removed the equal constraint and provided these two dimensions on both the sides, along with the radius, which is given as 12. The height is fit as 28. Okay. So once having created this cross section, click OK. It's extruding on the other side. Reverse it, and its thickness that is given over here. This is 42. Let's give this length as 42. Then click on this OK. Now we have a web here, or actually it's called as a rib. So we can continue to use the extrude command for creating this rib, or we can create it using the rib command. So profile rib. So we'll have to select this backward face, which will bring us into sketch command. Then I'll need a line to draw from this point. Click mid mouse button, then click OK. You can see I'm starting to form the rib. But here the problem is the rib is going on both the sides. It is getting extruded on both the sides. Whereas here we want it only on one side. So we'll have to adjust this till it comes to the correct side. So you can go on clicking it to get the different options. So once the web or rib correctly shows up, we can give it thickness of 12 and click OK. So this is how we have created a rib. If you don't want to use the rib, if you want to continue using extrude command, the option is very simple. Select this, go for extrude, and this time if you want to create an extrude, you'll have to create the full closed figure like this. Click OK, reverse the direction, and you can give it this. So click OK. So it doesn't matter what you use, you can either use a rib or you can use an extrude and complete this. The right way to do it is of course by using the rib command instead of this. So I'll just suppress this. Okay. So this is our diagram made to the dimensions, and if you see this, when you compare this with the actual 3D model which is given, you can see that it is exactly the same. I want to enable edges, so you can see this edge is here and all other edges are visible correctly. You can just hide the planes if you don't want this to see them, and you will get the exact view that is given.